Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Gabbie, and today I kind of want to talk to you guys about the difference between empaths and lightworkers and the similarities between them. So, I don't know if you guys follow me, but if you have, to my followers, you'll see that I've been putting up videos about the awakening and grounding, and I've put up some videos about solar activity. So this video kind of, ties into the rest of those videos that I've been posting because as you guys have been witnessing, there is this grand universal shift that is actually taking place on planet and in our solar system at this moment, at this time. People from all walks of life on Gaia are awakening to their true power and their inner calling. That's why I decided to create this YouTube video to help guide people through their awakening, to help them understand what it is. The beginning seeds of this movement, of this awakening, and I'm talking about indigos and crystal children, rainbows and light workers and empaths. That was the beginning of the seeds of the movement. It all began first back in the 1960s and 70s when flower children were born. Flower children, the peace and love, spreading their message. Now afterwards, the global awakening of the collective consciousness truly began to pick up speed during the supposed end of the world predictions based off the Mayan calculations. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but back in December 2012, I think it was December 21st, 2012, everybody was panicking, thinking that was the end of the world. Actually, it was 1999, the very first one that I remember, but the second significant one that I remember was the December 21st, 2012. It was a stepping stone, actually, an official marker that we actually began the tail end of the age of Pisces. We're coming out of an eon, which is the age of Pisces, and we're entering a new eon, which is going to be the age of Aquarius. And our current ventures into the start of the age of Aquarius. So essentially, we are currently venturing into the start of this new age, the age of Aquarius, this new eon, essentially. Now, the cusp between both ages, it's what's throwing us off right now. The transition between the two and the transformation into new levels of thinking and new age ideas. The end of one eon and the beginning of another. During this time up until today, starseeds, empaths, lightworkers, indigos, crystal children, and many others began incarnating on this planet in droves, okay? Their mission is to raise the vibration, to open the minds and the hearts of all those they come in contact with, to be more accepting of tolerance and love, to heal, unify, and uplift the energetic frequencies. Now, many of us are a combination of these titles, embodying the soul aspect of them all. A combination of, okay? Or only one of them. So you can have traits of one or the other, or have traits of all, or just one. Maybe you are just an empath. Maybe you are just a light worker, or maybe you are a light worker and an empath. Either way, no matter what your traits are, they are each very important in their own ways, not only to help guide one's path and to learn from, but also to help encourage the same for others. So what are the differences? What are some of the differences of the star? We'll start with star seeds, okay? So star seeds generally incarnate for a specific reason. As their name implies, they seed the potential for energetic shifts in consciousness by integrating themselves into circumstances that best serve this purpose, planting themselves as it were into the lifestyle and situations that are of the the highest good for their soul's mission, as well as for the evolution of any other people that they may come into contact with. Okay, next we're going to talk about empaths. Now, empaths are incredibly in tune with their feelings and their emotions, as well as from others. As a result of their empathic ways, they make excellent psychic beings, as their intuition and perceptiveness is usually heightened. By tapping into the feelings and emotions of others, they can help heal the pain and resistance that arises. They are good at practicing love and peace, understanding, acceptance, and forgiveness. In doing so, they usher the planet towards a new age of brilliance and unity. That was what an empath is. Next, we're going to talk about what a Lightworker does. Now, Lightworkers, in essence, includes anyone who incarnates onto this material earthly plane for the soul's purpose of living in, sharing, and honoring the light. The light being universal energy and infinite love. This doesn't cast aside darkness and ego, but rather fully embraces and purifies both the yin and the yang, the duality of the soul. They encourage others to live in their light, helping us to transition onto a new level of awareness and awaken our innermost strength, shifting humanity to higher levels of consciousness. Now that was a Lightworker. Now, aside from these, there are several other metaphysical titles appointed to how we perceive and try to understand our higher selves. Such titles as Indigos, Crystal Children, Rainbows, Rainbow Children. I'm actually working on another video that I'm going to go into more detail about the Crystal Children and the Indigos and when it started, and because there's so many, we're all Indigos, but there's so many different like age groups. The older Indigos and the newer Indigos. The newer ones being the Crystal Children and the Rainbow Children. So both which being an aspect of the soul that is one or more of the above, but also with various levels of sensitivity, born with a higher vibrational frequency. Some of the newborn children, the Crystal Children and the Rainbow Children, some may even exhibit extrasensory abilities such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, stuff like that, which is pretty neat. So despite these terms, we have all chosen to be here upon this planet Earth, Gaia, at this particular time, and to live this exact experience we've all gone through, for the purpose of evolving our soul and the soul of our mother, Gaia, Earth, as a whole. Just know that it's never too late to become who you wish to be and help heal the world. And also remember, we all are triggered to awaken at different times. You may be like 40 years old right now watching this video and thinking like, damn, when am I going to awaken? You might not be triggered to awaken until you're like 66 years old. You might not be triggered to awaken until you're 80 years old. You might be triggered to awaken when you're 15 years old. It's all different. We are all here living life, and we are all on a journey, but we are all on different paths, okay? None of us share the same path. None of us share the same journey. Some of our journeys may seem similar, but we do not share the same path. So we have to experience certain things and ups and downs in our life. And the reason for that is because that is what's going to cause your trigger to help you start to wake up. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will be working on another one to get more further into detail about the crystal children and the indigos and the different ages of indigos. And once I finish researching and doing everything that I need to do to get that video up and going, until then, I hope you enjoyed this one. Many blessings to you. Love and light, Gabbie.